This tutorial is to instruct student organizations on how to create an interest form in EagleSync for EagleFest. Only those with management access to their organization will be able to perform the functions described in this tutorial. After logging into EagleSync, navigate to your organization's page. Manage the organization, and on the left-hand side where the org tools are located, select Forms. On the Forms page, you can see any forms already created by your organization, as well as the ability to create new forms. As I have already started a form, we will just edit that. When creating a new form, this is the first page you will see. Name the form your organization's name followed by interest form. Mark the form as active. Add a start time and an end time for when users will have the ability to access this form. If any user navigates to this form outside the window, they will not be able to fill it out. Additionally, if the form is not marked as active, then users will also not be able to access this form, even if it's within the time window. As this form is just for gathering interest, it is not necessarily to have an approval process, so no review is required. Be sure to mark this form to allow for public submissions. This means anyone with the link to the form can access it, even if they are not signed into EagleSync. This is important as many new students will not be accustomed to navigating EagleSync, and we do not want to add any complications. Do not check collect personal information. We will add collecting information on the next page, and selecting this box will make users have to fill in redundant information. Lastly, do not restrict any users from filling out this form. Now we'll save and add questions. When creating a new form, this will initially appear blank. If to add questions, scroll down and choose the type of question you wish to add. For adding a name and an email address, we'll simply want a text field. Type in the question, and it gets added. You can also edit the properties of a question. So for example, with email address, we can make it a required or not required. We can also validate that what was typed in was in fact an email address. Once you've created the two questions, you can go back to the form properties and save the form. To share the link, return to Forms, hit the three dots on the right and click Share. This is the link you will send to the student org's email address. Additionally, this is how the form will look. Once someone has submitted a form, you can see the submissions increase. You can view the submissions in EagleSync, and you can also export the submissions as a CSV file. Clicking this button will email the user a link to the submissions. The downloaded form will then appear like this, where you'll be able to see the name and email address filled out. These can be copied and easily placed into a listserv for your organization or however you plan to email the new students. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and we hope you have a great EagleFest.